Now, of course, yesterday you guys will remember that we talked a little bit more about Sylvester Stallone got on social media again to just brutally lash out again at a 91-year-old producer and his stupid, useless children and stuff like that, wanting to be given rights that are not his. And he wants to be given these things back. And as a part of that tirade, he brought Dolph Lundgren into it. He said, Dolph, why? Why no phone call? Well, Sly, why didn't you call him instead of getting on social media and doing it?
Telephones work both ways, buddy.
So Dolph Lundgren, of course, we mentioned this briefly. Dolph Lundgren also got online and said, hey, listen, I reached out to, as far as I understood, I thought that, Sly was going to be a part of this. But anyway, this comes to us now from IndieWire. Because Dolph Lundgren kind of summed up a little bit more. It says, Drago is saying drag no to a rumored Rocky spinoff. First of all, shame on you, IndieWire.
What an Amy Poehler Pawnee headline.
Yes, you really do need to be punished for that. Dolph Lundgren took to Instagram to clarify his involvement in a Drago-centric installment of the Rocky franchise after a press leak last week that led Sylvester Stallone to slam producer Irwin Winkler for picking clean the bones of the franchise Stallone founded. MGM was said to be developing a new Rocky and Creed spinoff centered on Lundgren's Ivan Drago and his son, played by Florian I've never pronounced Florian's last name right. Montenu? Sure. Whatever. He was great in Shang-Chi. Lundgren believes Stallone was involved in the Rocky spinoff, either as a producer or as an actor. Lundgren portrayed Drago in both Rocky IV and Creed II. Then Lundgren said this, just to set the record straight, regarding a possible Drago spinoff, there is no approved script, no deals are in place, no director, and I was personally under the impression that my friend Sly Stallone was involved as a producer or even as an actor, Lundgren captioned in the photo alongside Stallone. So basically, Ivan Drago's coming out, and number one, I feel bad for him that he has to come out and make some kind of public statement because of Stallone's, outlash the other day. But he got online and said, look, just so everybody knows, this is so preliminary early. Remember, nobody announced this project. This was a project that somebody found out about and leaked it and all this kind of stuff. But as of now, there is no script, no director, no whatever. There were just some preliminary conversations, and that got leaked out, and Stallone heard about that. Instead of picking up the phone and calling Lundgren, he got on social media and blah, blah, blah. So I like the way that Dolph Lundgren approached this. I mean, I can't remember. Somebody in this room said somebody needed to be the grown-up in the room. It was probably Chris. It sounds like a Chris thing to say. Oh, was it you, Jonathan?
Yeah.
It's also a very Jonathan thing to say.
Thanks for thinking that I was a grown-up, though. Me.
So, I know, Rob, you hear
Aw.
Dolph Lundgren's response to this. What's your takeaway from it?
Well, I think, first of all, it's a very classy response. I mean, and like you said, he was dragged into this non-controversy.
Right.
I mean, I and also, all of this really, John, baffles me. I mean, Stallone did a director's cut of Rocky IV just last year, and I would have thought that obviously he had to have the blessing of Irwin Winkler to do that and the studio to get back into the negative and recut it, and they released it. It even had they put it in theaters as a Fathom event. So I don't know if he's posturing to sort of get leverage. I don't know what's happening here. It just seems to me that it's a bit odd. Because Stallone has been making money off the Rocky franchise. It's not like he was frozen out 4 decades ago. He's been making money consistently from this franchise. And I don't know where he's coming from all of this, but it just seems, I guess the word gauche comes to mind.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand what the point is here. Like we've said, or you guys were saying yesterday astutely, if you want the rights, make an offer.
Go buy him.
Go buy the rights. I mean, unless they make more Rocky films, what good are these rights? I know it's a legacy title and you can make money, but Rocky's approaching 50 years old. It's going to be 50 years old in, 4 years? So, I mean, and he got paid. I just don't understand this. I'm perplexed by it more than anything
correct me if I'm wrong, but like back when the original Rocky was made, like didn't Winkler and one or two of the other producers second mortgage their own homes and stuff like that to get the fine? Like they're the ones who risked everything, right, to make these Rocky movies
and remember Stallone? Everyone wanted to buy the script from him, and he stuck to his guns. He's like, no, I'm gonna star in this movie.
And directed it, did he not?
No.
No, he
John
wrote it
John
and starred in
Avildsen
it. That's right.
directed it.
Wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it. But then he wrote and directed a few of the Rocky movies, and he's been involved and getting huge paydays and residuals. I don't quite get it.
Chris, what do you think of this?
I think this is all so ridiculous. And I feel really bad for Dolph Lundgren, honestly, to continue having to make statements, because that just leads me to believe that people are diving into his DMs or tweeting him all kinds of just nasty stuff about something that's not even happening. And it's so frustrating when you have to defend your position on something that isn't even occurring. That's wild to me. And like we've keep saying on this, Sly, if you want the rights, get the rights. Do something with it. You already are saying things about picking the bones off of this, like it's all played out.
You who made 6 Rocky movies are complaining
but if
about
you're
picking
involved,
the bones
then it's
of
a
it.
different thing. Your children need this, somebody else's children don't. The whole thing just feels so very sophomoric. It feels so ridiculous and overblown, and it's just kind of frustrating to watch these grown men act like high schoolers.
And you know what else? It reminds me, I hark back to Ryan Coogler, I had heard a story about how he and his father, when his mother had cancer, they were watching all the Rocky movies together. That's what got them through that illness. And he created Creed. Like Ryan Coogler, outside of he didn't know Sly, and he created the story, and he's like, he had to go to, can you imagine going to Sylvester Stallone going, yes, sir, I'd like to make a movie in the Rocky universe, and I'd like you to be in it, and got him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Like Ryan Coogler seemed to be able to work all this out and get a new franchise made. I mean, I would take a page of his book, and why isn't Sly writing the Drago movie?
And speaking, you're mentioning poor Dolph, right?
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, think about this. Poor Dolph Lundgren, because, well, he's not become obscure, but he's not like
he's in the Aquaman movie.
Imagine this. You're like, that's right. He was Mary's dad in Aquaman, but you're sitting around and the phone rings and you get told, we want to make a movie around you. We want you to go back to Drago and we want to actually make it about you. The relationship of you and your son, which was one of the more fascinating things about, about Creed 2. That was fascinating. And so, boom, Cloud 9. You're all excited, you're all happy, and then you're looking on Twitter and you're getting the spit hate at you. How dare you double cross Sly? He's like, what? What? So he's gone from like the jubilant highs to going, wait a minute, what's going on here? And all this kind of stuff. I feel bad for the dude. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? And the fact that Dolph Lundgren came out and made these statements saying, hey, hold your horses. There's no script. There's no director. I didn't do anything. I thought Sly was involved. How do you feel about this? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Storyblocks. Guys, I have been an enthusiastic fan and user of Storyblocks for years. I go to them whenever I'm in need of content creation assets like royalty-free music, video clips, or templates for my creative projects, ranging anywhere from little editorial videos to my very own full-feature documentary. Storyblocks helps you bring your stories, videos, and projects to life without sacrifices due to time, budget, or access to resources. They have over 1 million different story assets ranging from stock videos, audio and music, an in-browser video editor, and they feature pre-designed templates, animations, and outros. Storyblocks uses an affordable subscription model, and their unlimited access plans offers, well, unlimited video and audio downloads rather than a costly pay-per-clip model. With Storyblocks, you'll be able to create more content and, more importantly, better content, all while using a subscription plan that fits your budget, utilizing unlimited downloads of demand-driven and diverse content. So if you're interested in upping your content creation game, head over to www.storyblocks.com/Campea and get started today. That's www.storyblocks.com/Campea.